everyone, Kat here. Hope you're all doing really well. Hope you're, enjoying your holidays and some good reads. It's a season for read, and I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my normal style. If y'all been following me for a while, I'm the t-shirts and, tank tops kind of girl. But I don't have a lot of read. Most of it is from my days of working retail, which this is from my Target days, of course, hence the red, and I'm proud of myself. I quit there almost 12 years ago, and I still buttoned it without breaking anything. And I can move my arms, because I have a lot much cuter, actual, that I like button-ups. But if I do that, I might break the back of them. They're a little tight, so. It's red. I'm feeling myself for buttoning up. And hopefully you have something to be happy about, too. So, without further ado, unless we get a cute, fluffy visitor, let's get into the books. So, I've been doing a little, TBR challenge with myself in the shorts feed. And plus, I'm also doing the read what you own challenge. So, this will all fit that. As y'all know, I've been reading this, Clive Cussler's Valhalla Rising. I started this in November, but I get a lot more reading done on my phone than in actuality, because this requires two hands to, hold it and turn the page, and the puppies don't like that. Whereas I can sneak on my phone and do this. So, I'm about a quarter of the way through, and oh my gosh, I just got cracked up. The first couple pages were slow as all get out, and I thought I was going to have to DNF it. But then I got, I kind of skipped a chapter, and it got good and actiony. And then I had to stop and go tell the boyfriend, because Clive Cussler made himself a character in his book. And it's not just here's a nod. He straight up named himself. And we're another chapter in, and he is still heavily featuring. So, what the heck? That's crazy. I love it. I don't know what else is going on, or if he does this in, every book. So, what, I shouldn't be surprised, but, I've heard of, people taking elements of themselves and making themselves characters, and if you know the person, you're I see you, but he sure was, oh yeah, you know me, I'm Clive Cussler. You want to hang out on my yacht and go have on an adventure? Yeah, let's get into this with these dudes, what? He is a straight up character. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, or what on earth this has to do with Valhalla right now, other than we started off with way too much description of, here's what their boats look like. I'm really? Are we getting a boat building lesson? Skip. Okay. So other than that, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm liking all the action. And then, it's Christmas time. I gotta read my favorite book by my favorite author. The Stupidest Angel, a heartwarming tale of Christmas terror. So if you like zombie Christmas and sass and a little bit of getting freaky, but nothing graphic, this is your book. Because we start off, whacking Santa. He even, I love Christopher Moore's style. here's a warning, do not give this to grandma and little kids in the front. And then something happens and goes, in any other story, the bad guy would learn his lesson and he'd change his heart and be good. No, not in this story. He's going to get whacked in a couple pages. And then he ends up in, a zombie. So, this is my kind of Christmas story. Though I wish Hallmark had tried to make a movie of it. Because I would have loved to see their what on earth. Because they bought the rights and then realized that is not going to play with their audience. So, sadly, it has never been made. And we're keeping, the theme going, kind of. It's a murder mystery, but it's festive in death. I don't know how death is festive. Maybe they find the body, wrapped in tinsel or something. I don't know, but, I'm not big on buying J.D. Robb books, because it's a murder mystery. Once I read it, I know who the bad guy is. And you can't reread it. I've tried. Alright, I waited 4 years. I don't remember this. I will forget that I read it and then read 2 chapters and go, oh, I know who did it and how they get busted. But I got this one, somewhere else. For, it was in my bump it, I'm getting it price range. And these are always good. They're just a very futuristic. Guns are a thing of the past. Like, now you get killed by laser, beams and stuff. So, there's, like, it's romance and a little spice, but it's not the main feature. And there's a lot of snark that goes into the romance, so, like, that's my level of romance. Like, if you don't insult each other, do you even really like each other? Like, I don't know. So, we got a feisty New York cop and some rich, former, still somewhat vaguely criminal guy that she got married to after investigating him in the earlier books. So this one is supposed to take place in, let's see. Well, it doesn't say it on the back end. It's not giving me a hint. Other than that, it's happened after all of these books. And we start in, like, I think, like, 2060 or something. So, it's a festive death. If you need some murder mystery with it. And then, not Christmas, but it's red and it should be funny. Janet Evanovich's Twisted 26, which tells you it's the 26th book in the Stephanie Plum series. I don't actually know anything about this one, but she started to become hit or miss for me, but it was at the right price. It is very formulaic, but if you got the right characters and you haven't read it in a while so you forget what the formula is, these are usually a really good time of, we got some chick that Stephanie Plum was down on her luck, got a sleazy, cheating, hoe bag of a husband that banged her arch nemesis since day one on their, like, dining room, gift set table. So she ended up becoming a bounty hunter and having an on-again, off-again relationship with the guy she lost it to in high school, and then also ran over with her dad's car because he forgot to call. Let that be a lesson to you guys. So, and we've got a couple hot guys. We got her, friend that is just, she's a cliche chick in every sense of the, word, but she also brings a lot of brightness to it because she's always enthusiastic. Old Lula getting into some stuff. There'll be lots of shenanigans and them falling on their faces. Probably a car will blow up. And hopefully Grandma Missouri and Moon are in this because they're my favorites. Like, if they're in it, there's going to be all kinds of craziness. Like, Grandma shot the turkey, or the chicken, at the dinner table with the cop's gun that she took off of, like, his belt. And was proud of herself for it. Which was the highlight of the first book in the series. So, yeah, that's Grandma for you. That's my favorite part of the book. Hopefully she's heavily featured. And then, Would I Be Me Without Fairy Tales? And look, it's also red, so that's kind of the theme, right? Sisters Red. I know nothing about this author, but it's a Little Red Riding Hood retelling, and I love me some Little Red Riding Hood, so we're going to be finding out about this together. This one is Scarlet and Rosie March have spent years hunting Fenris werewolves who took Scarlet's eye in a brutal attack years ago. Donning blood-red cloaks and wielding deadly hatchets, the sisters kill Fenris to protect other young girls from a grisly fate. Yet, even as the Fenris seem to be gaining power, Rosie dreams of a life beyond wolves. She finds herself drawn to Silas, a young woodsman who is lethal with an axe, and is Scarlet's only friend. But does loving him mean betraying her sister and all they've worked for? So it sounds a little romancy, but also, I'm kind of loving that you got chicks that will brutally, they've been attacked, and they will attack back. So, mushy, but fierce, maybe? And then, of course, we've got all the Kindle stuff, which is, I never know what I'm going to read in there. Like, currently, I am reading a retelling, and it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, part of a 5-part series by an author I've never heard of before, and I can't think of the name right now. I totally should have prepared for that. And then I found a bunch of also very weird Christmas tales of, murder mysteries and, elves gone wrong. That I will link that video down below of, I probably will not read all of those books that I found, but hopefully I'll get through a couple of them, and they will be just off the wall weird and fun and get into the mood and make a bad day a little bit more entertaining. So what are you reading this month? Which one sounds good to you? Drop a line, let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.